If you have $600 to spend and you want to start playing at 1440p resolution, this PC is going to be the right one for you. I will also explain what this PC is capable of running and the average FPS. That way, even if you're a beginner, you're able to understand everything that this system is capable of running. So 1440p is actually not that expensive right now. You will have the links to all of the components mentioned down below in the video description, with some alternatives that I will mention throughout this video. That being said, let's start. First, I'm going to explain some of the components, and throughout this video I will explain the average FPS that you will get. For the CPU, we have the i3 12100F going for $93. Honestly, this is a great CPU. It's a quad-core CPU, so it's not going to be the best one in terms of future-proofing, but honestly, for performance right now, even at 1440p, is going to be really solid. For the CPU cooler, we are going to use the stock cooler from Intel. You do not need anything more than this. If you want to buy an aftermarket CPU cooler, you are looking to spend around $20 extra or so. Then for the motherboard, we have the ASRock B660M Pro RS. Great motherboard for the price, only $90, and honestly, it has all the features that you need for gaming. Then for the memory kit, we have 16 gigs is going to be enough for gaming. You can go with 32 gigs of RAM if you're thinking of doing streaming or content creation, and it's only around $20 more expensive. So that's something to consider, but if you're just going to do gaming, 16 gigs of RAM is going to be enough. Then for the storage, we have a 1TB Gen 4 SSD going for $28, really fast, and 1TB is the sweet spot for gaming right now. Then for the graphics card, and the most important component in terms of FPS, we have the RX 6700. This GPU has 10 gigs of VRAM, so it's going to be enough for 1440p. If you are new to PCs and you don't know what VRAM is, basically for you to understand, if you have more VRAM, you will have no limitations when it comes to higher quality settings. For 1440p resolution, 10 gigs of VRAM is the minimum right now if you want to play on ultra settings and the latest AAA titles. If you want to play easy to run titles, this doesn't matter as much for games such as Valorant, Fortnite or CSGO, but if you want to play games like Hogwarts Legacy, Flight Simulator and these type of titles, 10 gigs of VRAM is gonna be the minimum. That's why I picked the RX 6700. In terms of gaming performance, it's going to be really similar to the RX 7600 or the RTX 4060. So on a 15 game average at 1440p on high to ultra settings, the RX 7600 has an average of 62 FPS, which is once again really similar to the RX 6700. I couldn't find a test for the 6700 specifically, but performance is going to be almost the same. But remember, here I'm talking about a 15 game average on high to ultra settings, so you can actually expect way more FPS than 62 depending on the game and the settings. As I said before, games like Valorant, Fortnite or CSGO, you can expect 200 plus FPS on competitive settings, and also you will be able to average more FPS on high demanding titles depending on the settings. Now at 1080p you will be able to average around 90 FPS, so if you want to play at 1080p resolution instead of 1440p, that's completely fine and you will have a better gaming experience because at 1080p you will achieve higher FPS. Then for the case, we have the DIY PC F2 Micro ATX mini tower case. I want to say something. I personally don't love how this one looks, but if you don't want to spend anything more than $600, just go with this one. The airflow is going to be really decent and you will have no issues. However, if you are willing to spend a bit more than $600 total for the whole computer, I recommend you going with the Bitfinex Nova Mesh Micro ATX mini tower case. This one has 3 pre-installed fans, a beautiful front mesh panel, and honestly, in my opinion, it looks way better. But that's personal preference, and if you want the other case and you want to save up some money, just go ahead and choose the other one instead of this one. In my opinion, it's worth the extra $20 if you want a better looking case. And last but not least, we have the power supply. I picked the Apivia Prestige 600 watt 80 plus gold power supply. This one is C tier rated and honestly really decent quality for this type of build. The total price for this PC is $602 by the time I'm recording this video. Maybe when you're watching this, it's a bit more expensive or a bit cheaper, so I do recommend you checking the latest prices in the video description. And if you want to do the case upgrade, the total price will be $622. There are some other upgrades you can make to this system to make the performance and overall experience better for not that much more money. So if you are interested in that, in the description I will also leave the alternatives, or you can ask me for personal PC help on my ShadowGamingPC website. There I will be able to take a look at your personal needs. Maybe it's content creation, maybe it's gaming, maybe it's both, and I will give you the perfect PC, whether it's a Prebuilt PC or a PC build, for what you really want and your budget. Also, if you're looking to spend more than $600 for a 1440p resolution gaming PC, you can watch my video about the best budget $800 1440p gaming PC build in 2023, where you will get much better performance at this resolution with better components overall. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.